My husband had asthma, and this early morning, like at 6 a.m. in Mexico, he he started having an asthmatic attack, and the ambulance never came, and I had to take him to the hospital, and he didn't make it. And I wanted to share this with you because you would tell me not to cry and to toughen up. I wanted to share this with you because you care for him, and you message him, and you come to him constantly due to mentorships and just sharing love, because he shared a lot of love and a lot of knowledge. He was all into the revolution and all into education and all into peace and good things. He was a really good man and a great father.
Oh, I know what I must do now. I know what I must do now. In order to become successful, you gotta have no ceiling. Sky ain't the limit. Space is. Peace to the family. You know, we out here. We live and in charge, making it happen. And just wanted to speak to you all about success, because many times people ask, what's the key to success? And so I tell them the keys to success got very little to do with carrying ones and being extremely good at math, getting credentialed in school. Success is all about nuances. And in order to be successful, you gotta be willing to separate yourself from friends and family.
In 2013, by way of Sonetta TV, Brother Polight would meet basketball champion Ron Artest, aka Meta World Peace. At the time, World Peace was playing for the Knicks.
And throws it down. There's a little defense, something that has succeeded.
Brother Polight and World Peace will become close friends, and Polight will ultimately become his paid mentor. World Peace getting traded to the Lakers the following year would be the main reason Polight will ultimately move to Los Angeles.
Oh, love being in Cali. You know why? Because it's winter time and I got the top drop. It's still a little chilly because it's dawn. But you know, we're ones of fresh air. We love fresh air. And the air is fresh out here because there's more trees in these poles. In New York, there's so much different poles. It's crazy.
Not long after meeting World Peace, Anuket, Polight's third wife, will give birth to their daughter. It will be their first and only child together. In January of 2014, just months after giving birth, Anuket would decide to leave the relationship and refuse to let Polight see the baby.
I'm mad you would put me in a category of a worthless Negro. That disgusts me. I'm not gonna let nobody drive me nuts. That's what it's designed to do, family. This is a recent problem in the last several months. Family, you have no idea. You have no idea.
In February of 2014, Polight will file a motion with the court for visitation.
My name is Michael Noak, M-I-C-H-A-E-L. Last name N-O-A-K.
According to court documents, Polight argued that the New York Administration of Children's Services, aka the ACS, relocated Anuket to a new apartment and was paying her a monthly stipend on the condition that she cut Polight off. This was an accusation that the ACS completely denied.
Come on, man. I got proof to this shit. They did this to the wrong brother. I'm telling you that now. I'm definitely suing them. Trust me when I tell you that. I ain't playing around with these people, man.
The case for visitation was dismissed on April 28, 2014. It's unclear if Polight actually ever filed a lawsuit against the ACS. After serving 3.5 years in New York State Department of Corrections, 22-year-old Marshall Daniels had just been released after a conviction for illegal gun possession. Marshall, who would later be known as Young Pharaoh, would start a YouTube channel shortly after his release. He would quickly establish himself as a rising star within the conscious community. He would later state that even before he went to prison, he was always into reading books and acquiring more knowledge.
I was the weird dude. Like, I would be hustling and be reading a book. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have my pistol, my bundle in the cut, and I would be reading a book. And the car would pull up and I would bookmark and come right back and be reading a book. So I've been about the intelligence. I just was trapped in a circumstance where I couldn't express it. You know what I'm saying?
In 2016, in the early stages of gaining his following, Young Pharaoh urged his followers to embark on becoming sovereign citizens by way of New Covenant. Pharaoh, along with a lot of his followers, paid for status correction, but none of them received anything after sending their money.
No disrespect to the Moors, he hit me with the same, they be talking about that Moor science, sovereignty, it's secure party creditor. You on parole, I could get you off parole, the government don't have no all that good talking jigaboo. But at the time, I was gullible enough to believe it. And I gave that the $550, and then it ghosted me.
Status correction is a scam. And anyone coming out their mouth saying status correction is a scammer. Okay? So he went through years of scamming people busting him, putting out information, and people giving him breaks and passes.
I left New Covenant because I didn't want to take part in what I saw as fraud. Period. There is no such thing as sovereignty paperwork. A lot of people are wasting money. A lot of people are getting hurt. A lot of people are thinking they're in organizations that have their back, and they have this paperwork, and they're taking certain legal stances, and when they go to the courtroom, they find out they by themselves. I know, because I bought this whole thing with the paperwork hook, line, and sinker, and spent my money. So I know from experience that it's bogus.
Young Pharaoh was forced to address his followers and explain that he didn't intentionally mean for them to lose their money. Although he explained the situation, he didn't go as far as to call Polight a scammer at the time.
I did go through that route, through the New Covenant route, to pay for my status correction. Skipping a long story short, skipping a long drawn out story, it did not, my status is not corrected through New Covenant, and it did not get corrected through New Covenant. So now, for whatever reason, why people maybe, because we all understand what's going through the air. Maybe whether people saying Polight is a scam artist, whether they saying he doesn't have enough staff. I'm not here to chew on that or put that out there. All I will speak upon is what is factually happened, which is I did go that route initially, family, and I did suggest that y'all go that route as well. But that is the end result I ended up getting, which is my status did not get corrected. So if you were somebody who followed me and you went that route, then understand that we got the same exact result. So I did not intentionally mean to walk you into this outcome.
Around the same time as Young Pharaoh was scammed out of his money from brother Polight, another man from upstate New York, 22-year-old Zachariah Latney, was sent to prison after following real estate courses from brother Polight. At the time, Polight was selling courses on how to use an obscure law from the 1800s called adverse possession. He claimed that simply by taking over an abandoned property and fixing it up, you could claim ownership without buying it from the rightful owner.
Why should people go around looking to buy very expensive properties when there's that much more properties out here not being used, not being upkept, that we can conduct an adverse possession and bring it back up to date? So good faith standard is what we want to deal with, a good faith standard. But bad faith standard may not necessarily be bad, because you may know who the property owners are of a factory of some sort, and they just neglect it completely. They don't use it, they have no interest in it, and you adversely possess the property. They don't want to use it, you go in and you use it. Why should you go around looking for one that's built when there's one already there? The law was constructed in such a way that it's based on interpretation, not based on legitimacy.
Although adverse possession is a law that's been on the books for hundreds of years, it's not as simple as Brother Polight made it sound.
Adverse possession. Commonly cited, often misused, and often misunderstood. By who? Sovereign citizens. Sovereign citizens often read about this doctrine and the light in their head goes bling. Adverse possession is not for use by sovereign citizens who disrespect, misinterpret, and deliberately confuse the law.
After Zachariah followed Polight's course and took over an abandoned buffet in Colony, New York, he began making minor repairs over the course of the next few months and filed paperwork to obtain ownership. He was arrested and ultimately sentenced to 2 1/3 to 7 years in New York State Prison.
He says he filed for adverse possession and spent thousands of dollars to fix it up.
Now he's been sentenced to 7 years in prison.
Zachariah, as well as his brother and sister, were all convicted on charges relating to the abandoned restaurant scheme. Zachariah was the only one sent to prison. Before sentencing, his lawyer argued that Zachariah and his siblings were all conned into the adverse possession scheme by members of the conscious community, especially Brother Polight.
They wanted to believe it, and he's very convincing. I mean, he's your consummate con man. They believed everything he said.
Since moving to California and profoundly upgrading his lifestyle, Brother Polight began rubbing shoulders with a host of grade A celebrities. Amongst those celebrities, he had become close friends with Floyd Mayweather, who will often co-sign his business endeavors.
Follow his movement. Smart man. Can help you invest. Help take your credit to the next level.
You already know.
My man, Brother Polight.
My brother. Money made.
I support what you do. I support your movement.
Despite the numerous accusations from members of the conscious community of Polight scamming them out of their money, with the co-sign of celebrities like Mayweather and countless others, more people began to invest.
Yeah, so it's all about the company that you keep, the environment you live in. So when people say, man, but you don't have to live in a big house. You may not have to. I have to. Yes, I'm going up the stairs. Look at this. Up the beautiful stairs. Forgive the shoes. There will be no shoes on the carpet. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. You may think I'm going in the same rooms, but I'm not. Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this. We got a balcony to look over. Woo. Look at this window. When you see windows like that in the house, wow. You know you're getting it, right? 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It's not bad. It's not bad for a polygynous family.
Not long after moving to LA, 2 more wives would join the relationship with him, Aminette, and Raed. One was named Victoria.
She adds on to what I'm looking for to take me to another level. Okay? Victoria challenges me a lot. More than I like. However, she challenges me, and that challenge, okay, keeps me sharp.
The other woman that joined the relationship was a single mother named Ashley.
There's this idea, this concept that single parents should not be introducing their children to their potential partners at any point in time unless they get really, really serious. The issue with that is that I found it to be very counterproductive from the cohesiveness unit that you're trying to build, along with the fact that people don't have 24-hour babysitters on hand. There is absolutely nothing wrong with my daughter accompanying me to a safe environment, in a safe space, public space, in which she sees the process of courting and or friendship.
It would be around this time that Polight would announce he would be doing a reality show based on his polygynous lifestyle. But the reality show would never come to fruition.
I'm doing a polygyny reality TV show. I'm just deciding which company I'm going to use, if it's going to be E, MTV, and then there's the producer of the Rap Game with Jermaine Dupri and Bow Wow. I'm deciding if I'm going to let them do the reality TV show on me.
The more lavish Brother Polight's lifestyle became, the more people came forward, saying they had been scammed by him. One of Polight's most fierce defenders at the time was Sarnetta. During a live stream, he suggested that the people complaining were working together to take Polight down.
But I did want to see what was going on, like with New Covenant and all the issues as far as people coming out saying that they was having bad dealings or bad business with New Covenant.
All right, let me ask you this. You see what's going on with Bill Cosby, right?
Most definitely.
You see all the women coming out with Bill Cosby now, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? This shit is something similar the same. I'm talking about the way they coming out. Because all of them coming out at the same time.
During the same live stream, Polight would address the scamming accusations, but he spun the narrative as if people were only complaining about books they hadn't received.
Listen to this, because I don't talk about this stuff because the way this shit is designed, no matter what I say, the detractors are gonna come for me. First, understand this. If a person doesn't get a book, right, which I don't deal with the shipments directly, I don't deal with none of that. I'm doing something else. I empowered my people to run our own publishing company. Now, if someone doesn't get a book, right, I become not a person who has a dysfunction in their business. You know what I become? I become an agent, a scam artist, a demon, a fed, a con artist. This is what I become if a person doesn't get a book. Now, mind you, I can understand if I only have 10 people buying from me every month. And out of 10 people, 5 people out of 10 don't get their shit. And you say, damn, you know, this is going on every single month. But I don't have 10 people shopping with me. I have a large amount of people. I'm not going to put no numbers out. But I think I'm probably doing better than everybody else who has products in the community. So what I'm going to say is this. From time to time, there will be dysfunctions. Why? Because I have my own company and I empower people who don't necessarily have the skill sets or work in progress, because I refuse to give Amazon any money because I don't know who they give their monies from after they sell my books. Now, here's the issue. Here's what we're dealing with when it comes to people. Bro, I want you to tell me this. And I'm telling you, this is the only community where if a person doesn't get a book, I'm doing a video and I'm going to break down how he's a scam artist. He's a con. You see it, everybody? This woman didn't get her book.
If I order some books from you and I feel that I didn't get my books, are you telling me that all I got to do, brother, is a simple hit the refund button and the money automatically goes back to my card?
That's all you got to do, yo. Anybody who buys anything online knows that. You don't have to go to the person that sold it to you to get the refund.
That's it, man. That's how I know some of this shit be set up. I don't understand why people do that. If you didn't get your books that you were supposed to get, you so fucking stupid that you don't know how to press the refund button. That's one thing PayPal don't play that. Press the refund button. Simple as that, family. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? That you gotta make a video? Nah, just press the refund button. Simple as that.
Oh my God. This is like crazy. Son Netter. This Chief X. We OGs. You gotta stop. There's no way in the world. Well, you know what? I don't put it past you, Son Netter. You do be a little gullible, bro.
Although a lot of people were complaining about not receiving the books they ordered, the vast amount of people saying they were scammed were people that had bought into one of Polight's many courses or had invested in one of Polight's quote-unquote companies. Most of those people had invested thousands of dollars and hadn't received anything in return.
Wiping off the tomato sauce. Just got me a facial in Beverly Hills. Don't worry about this. You got 10 of those. You feel me? Don't give a about that. Talk to me nice. We out here making money, baby.
Bitch, you scammed me. I'm on your ass about my check. You took my bread, bruh. You got my bread, bruh. I don't want nothing more than what I supposed to get, man. Nothing more, nothing less, man. Just give me what I supposed to get, man.
This brother Polight crap is a scam. First of all, dude course takes a month to start. The first week, dude talk about some basic stuff, how you gonna get you to the money ASAP, right? But then you ain't getting to the money. The second week roll around, dude ain't even got the course. So now we 5 weeks into this thing, right? I ain't learned shit. So I tell the dude, give my money back. Some dude named BJ called me up, right? Talking about some, we got a no refund guarantee. Is there any reason why you dissatisfied with the course? I'm like, there's no course to be taken. Like, I got the emails, y'all rescheduling and all this kind of stuff, and we're gonna do it this week and that week. Like, bro, and then it was pre-recorded. He made me wait a whole month for something pre-recorded. It's not even live.
The way he constructed everything, it really convinced me that, you know, the system that he had was selling to me would have worked. He looked like a successful individual, you know what I'm saying? I think I just was infatuated with his ability to speak and, you know, the appearance of success that looked like dwelled in his life. It was a fee for the program that he was advertising at the time. I spun around about, I want to say $1,100 I gave him. Probably a week into me communicating with him and actually releasing these funds, I started asking questions, was noticing, you know, the conversation we were having from the jump, you know, none of that stuff was coming back. Paperwork that I thought he was going to, you know, send back to me, that he was telling me he was going to send back as a result of the money that I bought into the program with. Paperwork never came. Conversation started getting short. And then it finally hit me. Basically, I had been scammed.
In what many called the effort to clean up his image, while being confronted with all the scamming allegations. After giving a lecture in Baltimore, Brother Polight passed out food to the homeless, alongside members of the Bloods and Crips from within the community.
I used my lecture money, the whole damn thing, to buy food and give it away. Feeding the homeless, not just any food, but organic food. Bought a bunch of soups. Curry chickpea soup and lentil soup to give to the homeless brothers and sisters that's out there. With the aid of my brothers that's in the game. Giving clothes, toothpaste, toiletries, you know, tissue, napkins. Yeah, they need that too, family. So you don't know the pressure that I gotta deal with when people calling me a scam artist. And I'm spending money out my own pocket. Every dollar I got, I used to give to the homeless. Every dollar that I made from the lecture, I turned it over. I do that. I come into towns and go to different communities and give from my own personal resources. It got me emotional, I ain't gonna lie. Cause you bust your ass and you got people telling you, you trying to do this for money, and I'm giving away my money. I gave my shit away. And you got people telling me I'm scamming.
After flying back to LA, Polight would learn that none of his debit cards were working. He claimed it was due to over 400 fraudulent customer complaints from PayPal.
So today, I come back from Baltimore. Guess what happens? I try to use one of my bank cards. Denied. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? Apparently, PayPal has allowed me to accumulate over 400 cases. Now, anybody who has PayPal knows PayPal don't allow anyone to have 3-4 cases. They allow me to have 400 cases. Let me give you where the big problem is at, people. Polight doesn't even have a PayPal because I use Stripe. I'm asking all these people that I'm going to reach out to that's been buying product from me or thinking they buying product from me, connect with me. I can confirm that my greatest trolls are part of a conspiracy to take me down. It's a setup to destroy me. Look at this shit, man. Look at this. I'm giving you access to this email account right now. So family, please look at what I'm showing you. Very important. I just need to make sure that y'all can see what I see. Service at PayPal, $76.95 will be returned in 6 days. Let's click it. Dear Aminetta Tumray, on November 26th, you received $76.95. Claim your funds today by clicking on the link below. Claim my funds. Hold on. Anybody who has PayPal out there, when someone makes a payment, does PayPal ask you, please claim your funds? Or do you just receive the money and you know you better ship it? They don't ask you to claim funds from a transaction for your own products. You already have the funds when a person purchases your products. But with me, I gotta open up an account to claim funds that they're saying is mine. If the funds were mine in the first place, wouldn't that mean that's my account? Why do I have to claim funds that's so-called mine? If they were mine, I would have the money in my account. Come on, man. This got me tripping because it set people off against me who trust me, who love me, who appreciate me, who vibe with me, who say, yo, that brother be telling the truth. You got people that really respect what I do, and they're disheartened and they're heartbroken. They're looking at me like I don't give a hell. Let's look at another one. I ain't even open up all these no more because I got tired and they still coming. Look, these came in 411 today, 453 today. They're still collecting money on my behalf. Giving me reminders and stuff. $41.95. On November 22nd, you receive $41.95. Here goes the email. Claim your funds today by clicking on the link below. Now, it says here, boom. If I click this, it's going to tell me to open up a PayPal account to receive the money. Yo, listen, family, there's over $40,000 in unclaimed funds I got here from PayPal. Funds are being collected on my behalf by way of PayPal that I cannot access, nor am I interested in opening up an account to access funds from PayPal when I choose not to use them as a medium to do my business. Let me tell you why I chose not to use them. Someone purchased something from me for some thousands of dollars. They received it. They complained that they didn't get it. When they did receive it, PayPal froze my account and still kept on collecting monies for my other products, forcing me to have to produce my products and ship them out on my own money, separate and different from the money that was being used to conduct the transactions. I showed them receipts. I showed them bank transactions. I showed them contracts. I showed them everything. They still worked against me. So from there, I told my wife, no, because it's only going to get deeper because we're only going to get bigger and bigger. I don't want to deal with them no more. I'm pissed off. If this was you, you had a whole bunch of videos going out, people telling you scamming people, and you just sitting there collecting money. You got the nerve to drive a Rolls Royce and not send me my $35 book. After a while, you start tripping. So what I'm doing, I have my family contacting every last person from that $40,000 worth of product, emailing them and letting them know what steps to take to make sure that we clearly see the purchase. And if they got it from PayPal, cancel, and I need you to work with me so we can conduct a class action lawsuit against them because they are destroying my character with this bullshit. Because some people will never shop with me again because of this crap. That's a fact.
To further defend himself, Polight also called PayPal while on live to get them to verify what he was saying was true. They somewhat verified what he was saying, but to anyone understanding how PayPal works and the way he had his account set up, this call did nothing to clear his name.
I don't use you. I don't use you at all for nothing. Okay? I don't use you for nothing. What would I like you to do is stop intercepting my money because my clients are sitting there thinking they're going to receive their services, thinking they're going to receive their products, and I am getting the butt of the joke. Now my accounts are under attack. Now my credibility as a businessman is under attack.
Throughout the barrage of scamming accusations, the bond between Polight and Meta World Peace only grew tighter. By now, they were basically neighbors, and their families were spending a lot of time together.
There we go, baby.
Do they spread out as they cook?
Not really.
Right, your fingers.
You gotta want to make sure it wasn't too spread out.
Yeah, like this.
Wow, man. Cooking?
It's unknown whether World Peace was oblivious to the allegations or just didn't believe them to be true. But when he was scheduled for a Breakfast Club interview, he invited Polight to join him. This interview would prove to be Polight's biggest spotlight, and as of now, it has over 2 million views.
In a capitalistic construct, we obtain our spiritual freedom through entrepreneurship. So we have to embark upon this task through a means of education. Like, for instance, even buying real estate. We have pre-K to 12th grade. That's 14 years. No one teaches you anything about real estate. But school purportedly is preparing you for life. But you don't get no real estate classes in between.
This interview will bring a ton of new people that will learn of Brother Polight for the first time. And along with those people came the opportunity for Polight to make tons of cash.
Y'all learn one day But yeah, if you're interested in the mentorship, you can go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Yes, it costs, but it definitely pays off.
My first time seeing Brother Polight was on I seen a clip of him on the Breakfast Club with Ron Artest, Artest or whatever. And I began to follow him. I guess I didn't do my research, but for what I had going on, it sounded good. I was taking an investment into myself. At the time, I was thinking to get me a mentor. Here, I don't have a mentor. So I was thinking, hey, this brother, he got a mentorship program. Hey, he know all these celebrities. He with all these different people. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think he was scamming me at first. But I gave Polight $4,000. He promised me 45 days of mentorship. He promised me in the 45 days of the mentorship program that I will also learn three different incomes in the program. I will learn mental health in the program, a diet in the program. But ever since I sent him the money, I never heard from him.
He's a smooth talker. People want to justify and excuse Polight and blame the victim. Oh, these people should know better by now. Polight scamming practices are everywhere. Why are they still giving him money? This is what people are saying. But people have to realize that there's 45 million black people in America. Everyone does not know Brother Polight. They're new people on different journeys in just finding out about Polight, and they don't know his past history. They see him mingling and interacting with so-called important people and celebrities. So they believe him. They see a bunch of people co-signing him. They're trying to see what they can do with their business, how they can get their business off the ground, how they can network with a brother like Polight, because they see him as being successful.
Hey, y'all keep asking me how I make this bread. I'm telling you, sign up for my CRM, Credit Reservation Microwave, selling it for $2,000 only, and you'll get access to over $100,000 in credit as well. You'll be able to cash it out, and all your credit scores will be lit. Talk to me nice. I love my life, but the thought of suicide. You know, when you're at this level, it's a built-in chauffeur when you're in a $400,000 car. What is they talking about?
Share my personal experience on an attempted mentorship program with Brother Polight. I paid $3,500 and I didn't get a single thing, and I want to warn other people that could possibly run into the same thing.
Blessings in abundance. This is Brother Polight, and the topic of conversation today is, my man, you've been getting scammed your whole life. And the reason why this is an important conversation is because whenever it's time for us to invest in ourselves, the number one worry that most people have is if it's a scam or if things are going to work out. This is the number one inquiry that everyone has. The nervous people, I mean. The number one inquiry or the number one insecurity that people have is wondering if the process is legit, wondering if it'll work out, because we're not used to investing in ourselves. So it's understandable how worried people get, and then we understand me charging $2,000 for my service, that worries people as well, because a lot of people are not used to spending that type of money. But you need to understand this: if $2,000 is a lot to invest in yourself, then that means you're really behind schedule.